welcome back to another episode of Rollies Out The Back, the weekly podcast that you didn't ask for and have been longly waiting for.
Hello, Dishboy.
Yes, I'm Dishboy, and who have I got here? Who have I got here with his guitar?
Bloody Louis, innit?
Oh, how's it going, Louis?
Yeah.
So we've
Got my guitar, I have.
You're like a proud child on Christmas with his guitar plugged into.
I am. It is my baby, to be honest.
Yeah. What sort of guitar have you got there, Louis?
It is a Gresh. It is a Gresh Stream. No, it's not Streamliner.
Is that how you pronounce it? I've seen the words. I just thought it meant Greesh. I think it's pronounced Greesh.
It's Gresh.
Oh, okay.
A Gresh guitar.
Gresh.
It's the same make of guitar Lou Reed played in the Velvet Underground. It's the whole reason I bought it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a complete coincidence on that one. Sitting there with your Velvet Underground and Nico t-shirt.
I just so happened to purchase the exact same guitar. No, the exact same guitar is like $3,500.
Damn. Is it got his original guitar? Have you tracked it down? Do you know where it's located? Who owns it?
Oh, he had like hundreds of guitars, man.
Okay, but do you know, have you seen any of them in real life? You went to New York, didn't you?
No, but since going to New York, they released Lou Reed's archive, basically, a couple of years ago, where all his recordings and his photos, he was a photographer as a hobby.
Right.
And just everything to do with Lou Reed, like all documentation and recordings, and it was all published in the New York Library.
Yeah.
So I imagine there was some sort of exhibit there.
Right.
And all his personal stuff. Then they might have just sold it all, you know?
Yeah.
To go to his estate.
Oh my God.
Laurie Anderson, his wife, she was in control of it all.
It might got lumped in with a bunch of Warhol shit as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, Andy Warhol has his own museum in Pittsburgh.
Oh, does
he? In America.
Is that where the big can is?
Maybe.
The big tin can.
That's where he's from. Pittsburgh.
Is he? I thought he was American. Why has he got an American accent in the film The Doors then? When he's
Pittsburgh's in America.
Oh. Is it?
Yeah. It's in Philadelphia or something. And it's near New York, you know. But he's not originally... I think his parents were European.
Yeah, he's got that sort of look, that sort of weird guy look.
War.
Did he have early plastic surgery or something? Why is his face so weird?
He suffered burns, I think, as a kid or something.
Oh.
Something like that.
Well, that's sad.
Yeah.
I feel guilty now.
Yeah. Anyway, on a more positive note.
Yeah. I just want to start with this podcast by telling you about my fucking week. About how my chair...
Tell us about this week of chair shenanigans you've had.
So yeah, I ordered this fucking chair. It was just like going to be a black fabric chair, and instead of coming, they sent a pink leather chair, which you saw, and I could even put up a picture that people could see. And obviously, I'm like, this is wrong, and also very uncomfortable. Because if it had been comfortable, I may have considered keeping it, you know, but it wasn't comfortable. So then
it was an awful chair. It was the worst thing ever created. I wouldn't even sit my dog on that chair, you know?
Well, I mean, it's the sort of chair that you could imagine being in like a little girl's bedroom, perhaps.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
Not just because it's pink.
It couldn't go with a boy's mega desk.
No.
You know?
No, we're all about leisure and aesthetics.
Yeah.
Up in Megadesk.
So yeah, I emailed the Chinese company and I'm like, hey, you know, this is wrong. And they're like, oh, well, what do you want us to do? And I said, I want you to send me the one I ordered, please. And they said, okay. And they sent me the one I've ordered. And then they're like, oh, we want you to send the other one back. We need to send it in the post. And I'm like, well, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I sent them an email. I'm like, it's a pandemic. That's not essential.
I'm not going out of my way to walk this huge box to a post office when you've sent me the wrong items.
It was a huge fucking box full of chair. And I wasn't going to do that. So I emailed them back. I'm not doing that. You can come and get it if you want. They're like, no, you can just keep it. I wonder why they wanted to just give them away at this point.
But that's not it. It doesn't end there.
No. And then so the other chair comes. Right, so in between that, before the chair I wanted to came, I ordered another chair because I wasn't going to have the chair that I originally wanted because I've seen it in pink form and it wasn't comfortable.
Yeah.
So I ordered a better chair. It was double the price, but much better. And then that chair and the original chair came at the same day, and I ended up building both of them
So we had 3 chairs.
Yeah.
And only use for one of them.
Yeah. And 2 of them were just so terrible. You couldn't even... If a guest came around and was going to be on the podcast, I'd feel bad about them having to sit in one of those for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm like...
They were terrible. No back support.
No back support.
Sort of sliding off a bit, weren't you?
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
They were weird proportions. Why were the legs so big?
Yeah. And I've looked into it as well. Like, that chair design is being sold by loads of different companies.
Yeah. Yeah, them chairs are in.
Well, they're not. They'd be out of my house. So I had to fucking...
Well, they are.
They're gone now, yeah. So
the end of the story is we've sold...
Yeah.
Well,
luckily, Louis knew someone who would take them off our hands and got rid of those.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man. Just like... It
was a whole saga of chairs.
This always happens to me, Louis. You know this about me. Just like, things just don't work out. I always have awkward things go on.
I know.
I don't know what the fuck. But
we'll get there, Max. We'll get there in the end.
But
Max just has weird sort of social problems.
I don't know what's wrong with
when
me.
it comes to solving anything. Like,
Being
Max went to the shop the other day to buy 4 Guinness. 4 cans of Guinness, right? That come as a 4-pack.
Yeah.
He gets home. There's 1 missing from the pack. So I went... So I said, we live 2 doors down from a shop, by the way. And I said, so Max, did you go back and get the other can that you've just paid for? No. I couldn't bother to deal with it. It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
What?
Well, because if I go back in there and I'm like, "Oh, mate, you know, this you missed it. I'm missing a Guinness."
5 seconds later?
Well, might have been like, "I don't believe you," or...
See, this is what the issues you go over. This is the scenarios you go through in your head.
Help it.
You would have gone back in there and you're going, "Oh, sorry, mate. Here's your can."
Yeah.
That you just downed a can of Guinness within the 10 seconds of leaving the shop.
I don't know. You don't know what people were thinking. It's just weird. I don't know. Yeah, stuff like that I just can't deal with. I think it's partly because I've worked retail and I just don't want to be a bother. I just don't want to be a bother.
Oh, don't worry. You're entitled to exist in this society.
Yeah.
You know?
But also, I was also thinking he may have just charged me for 3 because I didn't get a receipt. So,
well, maybe, but then how are you going to know?
I'll never know. Obviously.
You'll never know now.
If I went in there and I was like, "Oh, sorry, did you, You'd be like, "Yeah, I did." I'll be like, "Oh, okay, no worries." I'll just walk out. So fucking
What was
stupid.
it you asked me earlier on about some issue you had? And I said,
remember.
I'll just ring them up.
I can't remember now. Was it I can't remember.
Anyway, he said, no, I'm not ringing them. That's too much. Can't deal with that.
Well, what was it?
Oh, something to do with O2, wasn't it? Oh, yeah, it's a change.
Oh, yeah, it was O2.
Change the bill date on your mobile contract.
Well, here's the thing, though. So I get billed...
That's such a standard thing.
I get billed on, like, the 24th, right? But I don't usually end up paying it until the 28th when I get paid. But it won't come out of my... The bill is just, like, the warning. And it doesn't come out of my account until the 9th.
Because you get the bill through, you need to pay it there and then. And you panic.
I don't panic. No, there's no panicking going on.
Then why just wait for the direct debit to come out?
Because it's like, then it'll come out on the 9th, and I want to make sure that the money is already gone, and I don't want to have to worry about it.
Okay, well, the solution to this problem is change the bill date.
I can't ring them up. What am I going to ring them up for?
To change the bill date.
It can't be done. It can't be done.
This is it. This is what.
Well, it can be done, but it's just too complicated to ask. And you know what it's like when you ring these places. You ring them up, and they can't deal with it straight away, and then you have to ring them back.
Then you ask for a manager.
No, no, my name isn't Max Karen Schlansky. Nearly said my last name. No, what always happens when you ring up these places, you ring them up and you explain the situation, and then like, yeah, and then they say, "We're going to send you a confirmation email," and then they don't, and then you have to ring them up again, and then it's a different person, and you have to explain the whole thing again about how you didn't receive a confirmation email, and they're like, "Yeah, sure," and then they send you the confirmation email, but then you can't use it for some reason. You have to put in your details, and your login won't work, and then it's just a whole thing. I just hate all that so much.
To be honest, speaking of O2 and you not wanting to ring them,
yeah,
I had a problem recently a couple of months ago where
here we bloody go.
With O2 where I had to I needed to get a proof of purchase from them,
right,
which is just a standard letter, which I've probably got somewhere, but I was like, no, I'll just ask them for it.
Yeah.
They've sent me a proof of purchase for an older contract, right? And I had to go through a whole thing. All these awful, live chat questions and So they sent me the wrong one, and I've just never dealt with it. so I can't bother to ask them for
There
the
you
right
go,
one.
That's the thing, bro.
But it was all for the sake of getting like 40 quid back.
Okay.
But, maybe I'll deal with it eventually.
Look, the system. The thing is, when you ring these places as well, like the system. If you're looking to spend money, the system works perfectly for you because they want to take your money.
Yeah.
If you're looking to try and change something or make it more convenient for you to do something or get money back, especially, it's like a fucking labyrinth.
Well, that's the way the world works.
It's fucked though. It should be. It should work both ways. It should work just as well for consumers as it does for the company.
In a different world.
Sure. These are really minor. Yeah, we say that, but we live in a. This is very minor.
I wish we
problems.
lived inside a hex.
True. Was that a lead in for the TV segment? Play us in, Louis. So yeah, we've just watched the penultimate episode of WandaVision.
WandaVision.
That's not how it goes, is it?
WandaVision.
Isn't it WandaVision? Well, it's different every time.
It's different every time.
So yeah, well, this is the penultimate episode, and we were really excited for this episode because I really enjoyed the last two episodes.
To be honest, this one episode is the one that I've been most looking forward to out of all of them.
Yeah.
They revealed in episode 6.
Yeah.
That
it was Agatha all along?
No, episode 7 actually.
Oh.
Episode 7 they revealed it was the witch the whole time.
Did you throw your popcorn in the air?
Yeah. I fell off my chair. I
What
fell
were
out
they
of
doing
bed
with that?
twice.
What was the deal with that? Because it was just so obvious, but like they
Yeah,
knew it was obvious, but
yeah.
also like it was also kind of satisfying when it happened. It was very weird because it's like
because everyone knew, but then anything could have happened.
yeah.
Because anything has happened in this weird ass show.
Well, I held off like before that reveal. I was still holding off like a 5% chance she was just some red herring, and it was not going to be anything to do with her.
Yeah, exactly.
But the fact that it was her, it obviously made perfect sense.
I mean, we went through your Marvel Encyclopedia though, and clearly
You mean the Marvel Encyclopedia, the definitive guide to all the characters in the Marvel universe?
yeah, that you've read a million times.
Yeah, when I was a little boy.
Detail to detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious after you showed me in there that it's definitely just her character.
Yeah, some witch.
As this witch, a Salem witch.
Yeah. It's cool that there's just like I know we already know that there's that sort of multiverse magic in the Marvel universe because of Doctor Strange, but it's cool that there's just like straight up weird magic that goes on.
Yeah, that is cool.
Because if you told me that was also in the universe when I first saw Iron Man, where it's just like a dude who makes an Iron Man suit,
yeah.
I'd be like, doesn't really fit the universe. But so much has happened. Like you watch that Marvel logo. We said this before we watched the episode. That Marvel logo, it's just so fucking chock-a block.
Jam-packed of content.
It's just so much fucking shit in the universe.
Yeah, and even the cool black lady that runs through the hex.
Yeah.
She's got powers out of nowhere. She wasn't even in this episode, was she?
No one was in this episode, really. Like Vision, true, like the Vision that we've been following.
Well, let's speak about how we thought about what we thought about the episode because slightly disappointing to be honest.
Yeah, this is probably the weakest of this, except for the first 3 episodes, but of the actual episodes of the show.
The issue we had
watch.
with this episode was the episode was called Previously On.
Yeah.
So it was almost like a recap, like a play on the TV show thing they're going for.
Yeah.
It was a recap on to catch you up on and reveal things that happened throughout the series.
Yeah.
With the witch and stuff. But then also it was Wanda going back to her past through different doors.
That was the best stuff in the episode.
Yeah, it was. So it's, previously on as in previously in her life.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. But our issue was, what are the editors fucking doing? Because they could have intertwined this stuff into the show already, and half of it we already knew, or we'd been told about. Like we didn't need to see it.
Yeah,
they're not jamming these episodes full of great content. They're dragging it out. They're just unnecessary, boring scenes.
Yeah. Well, it's also like it's just weird decision making, kind of, because the first couple of episodes were kind of bad. I mean, it was its own thing. Now I look at it now, it's like I guess, but now there's this episode. And it's just like you're right. They could have easily just peppered in the stuff in this episode across the board.
Well, like the scene, obviously spoilers here, but that's no shock to this podcast, is it?
You're listening, Sam. This is the moment. This is the moment.
Scene where she goes back and she's trying to recover Vision's body, right?
Yeah.
Which is being dismantled.
Yeah.
Because he's worth $3 billion of vibranium. Snap.
Jinx, you owe me a can of
Iron brew.
Yeah.
Thanks. So we already knew about that in one of the earlier episodes that she'd gone back to try and recover his body, and it showed a little sort of CCTV footage scene of it, didn't it?
Mm.
You know, just intertwine it then.
Yeah. Well, I think the reveal there was a reveal there because initially we thought
she never took his body.
Yeah, she didn't take his body at all.
Yeah.
And there's at the end of the episode, there's fucking 2 visions walking around.
Yeah.
Like there's one that she created.
I think I've figured out the vision thing.
What?
So you got the real vision, the
Yeah.
dead one that's in pieces.
Yeah.
She goes back, she creates the hex.
Yeah.
Vision had bought her that plot of land to build their family home on.
Yeah.
And raise a family, which she wants this perfect American housewife lifestyle.
Yeah. She wants to be Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah. She wants to live out the dreams of all these characters she loves.
She wants to be a Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah, from these TV series she's watched as a kid, right?
Yeah.
So she goes back. She creates the hex out of anger, by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Like uncontrollable power.
From what we saw, from where we were
huge
sitting.
outburst of hex came out of her, and so she creates the fake vision inside the Wonder Vision hex, right?
Yeah.
Then at the end of the episode, is Hayward? Is that his name?
I don't know.
Haywood,
The fucking military dude.
the military guy that. He's creating another vision.
Yeah, with the original
which is
Vision's
a real
body.
physical vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Vision's body that he seems to have put back together.
Yeah.
But he's realised that Vision...
And then I realised.
Because without the Soul Stone... Is it the Soul Stone?
One of them, yeah.
Without the yellow Infinity Stone, there's nothing to power him, or nothing strong enough to power him, except Wanda's powers.
Yeah. So he's taken a little piece of the hex and he's just like used that.
Yeah. Taken the little Stark ship, right?
So now there's like a mindless drone Vision who's going to be about, who's just like clean white.
Yeah, basically it will be a Vision, but like Vision's just been rebooted.
Yeah.
So he probably won't have any of the memories, and he'll send him after Wanda.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And have to fight.
And Wanda would be like, Vision, it's me.
Yeah.
You know? Remember me.
Remember who you are.
Yeah.
That's what I think was going to happen though. Because you like you say, we've got 2 Visions going about. We've got the Vision who knows everything post Infinity War now, and we've got a Vision who.
But he's only the Vision inside the hex.
True, but I think they're going to merge.
Right. Yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
And then he will come back.
Yeah.
But he won't be powered by the Infinity Stone.
No, he'll be powered by
Wanda,
I guess. Like he'll be just flying back.
Mm.
But I also think. Because what's Vision going to do at the end of this show? Because he doesn't really have a place in the universe after this, I don't think. I don't think he's got a place on Earth after this, because he'll be so annoyed by what's gone on.
Yeah.
And also, I don't think he's really going to tie into the next Doctor Strange. So I think he's just going to take off and go into space. This is my theory.
Yeah, and maybe because of the whole fact that he is a super weapon.
Yeah.
Worth $3 billion. And,
I don't want to be used anymore.
And no one wants
longer.
him about, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be better off elsewhere using my powers to help civilizations in more need than Earth.
Yeah, that's why I think he's going to Dr. Manhattan
or he'll go to another Marvel universe.
True, but like we'll
go visit the X-Men.
Yeah, but we're not keeping. That was another thing. They didn't even fucking really address that.
Yeah.
They completely brushed over that whole thing with Pietro. Mm. She did confirm that he was like a person though. It wasn't just her.
Yeah, can you explain that? Because I couldn't really get my head around. She said your brother's actual body was not on this continent, so that's her dead brother, so we couldn't get that one. But I brought this brother along.
Yeah.
But it's a different guy.
Yeah.
And it's the one from the X-Men universe.
Well, she didn't explicitly say that, but I think it was implied. I think it was just basically just to say to the audience, it wasn't just me the whole time, but like she said, I'm his eyes and brain or whatever, but it is actually him.
Right, okay. So it's actually him, she's just controlling him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was that theory that he was just Mephisto or whatever.
Right.
Remember that whole Mephisto theory? The devil of the demon.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's going to be the thing is, this is the same thing that happened with Mandalorian. Like, I'm really hoping that all the things that I've built up in my mind happen in the last episode. And if they don't, I'm going to be annoyed.
Yeah.
But also, I can't expect that much from a show.
But I mean, this last episode we've just watched, they've dragged it out, and there's not really
Yeah.
a lot actually happened plot-wise.
No, it was just backstory
Just
stuff.
recap and backstory.
But the episode like before that, last episode was also like filler.
Yeah. Does that mean they're going to have to cram loads of shit into a half an hour last episode of the series?
Well,
That's going to be awful.
Maybe I think this episode was 40 minutes, and I think the last episode's got to be about 40 minutes,
Right.
Surely, because there's just too many loose threads.
Feature length.
Yeah, 2-hour bad boy.
It's another Infinity War or Endgame.
And we haven't had the bloody Luke Skywalker tier cameo yet.
Exactly, yeah.
I wonder who that's going to be.
Well, it's going to be Doctor Strange, isn't it?
Oh, I don't want it to be fucking Doctor Strange. No.
Fuck off, Benedict.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's not the show's fault that I am just jaded in terms of just watching TV shows, I guess, because I've just been done so many times by them. It feels like.
Don't take it personally, man.
I know, I just feel so greedy. More
so hard done by.
But
why they're not listening to me?
But these week by week shows, like Game of Thrones and then Mandalorian, and each time I was just so excited, and each time I've just been, it takes it out of you when you're really excited for something, and then you don't get what you built up in your own mind, and it's partly, the audience's fault.
I guess that's all part of it, though.
Yeah, but what disappointment.
Yeah. Like the end of The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Or like the end of Game of Thrones.
Well, that's another, that is the thing. It's like with these shows, it's just like it can't live up to that thing that you think it's going to live up to, because your brain just does these theories and you come up with the most awesome scenario. And if it's not exactly, I'm just fucking repeating myself, but that's just how I feel.
Well, we'll find out on the next episode of WandaVision.
Yeah, we'll do
what happens.
We'll do a WandaVision special where we just fucking deep dive. We'll review the whole show.
Yeah, we'll go in hard.
Yeah, we'll go into the hex.
Go in hard on Wanda.
What do you think? What do you think you'd get if you had to get shoved into the hex? What do you think you'd turn into? Like
a fish.
Yeah, just a fish.
Yeah,
the fishes are all in all decades though.
The goldfish,
right?
In the tank, like in Cat in the Hat.
Oh, I knew you were gonna say Cat. Cat in the Hat has got all this like Christian metaphors in it.
Oh, fuck off!
Don't
ruin Cat in the Hat.
Nah, bro, legit. Because he's like spinning a book, and everyone says it's like that's the Bible, and there's other stuff.
Oh, come on!
And there's like there's other
they're
shit.
You
look it up.
All of those sorts of scenes and shots from the film, though, are illustrations in the book.
I've never seen the film. I meant the book.
Oh,
I meant the book.
Why are you referencing the book? No one references Cat in the Hat, the book.
Well, because
I'm clearly talking about the Mike Myers banger.
The book is a fucking classic, and the fucking film is garbage. Mike Myers just looks.
I know that.
Mike Myers just looks uncomfortable the whole time.
Yeah,
he doesn't look like he doesn't want to be there.
He looks so itchy.
He fucking fucking inverted yak hairs scratching his fucking neck.
Yeah,
fuck that. But yeah, what?
Well, I mean, what else have you been watching, Max?
What have I been watching? Yeah, nothing really. I've just been hanging out with Megadesk. I'll do another segment intro. We'll talk about Megadesk.
If you want, although I was going to talk about this film I watched recently.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Do that then.
Which you haven't watched yet, I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
Well, it was I Care a Lot.
No.
With Rosamund Pike.
I think we talked about that last episode.
No, I don't think we did.
I think we did, bro.
No, we talked about it with Jack.
Are you sure we didn't talk about it last episode?
I can't remember.
All right, no, go on ahead then. No, we talked about some other thing with a Mindy Kaling thing last episode, I think.
Oh yeah, the late night.
Yeah.
Wow. No, I Care a Lot. I was very good, I think.
What's the plot?
Not extremely. It wasn't spectacular. Well, I don't want to spoil it. I'm just gonna give a quick rundown. It's got Peter Dinklage in it, which is always a banger. He's really good in it, actually. He's a very serious character in it, and he always plays good characters. They always suit him, as they must.
Yeah.
He ain't playing Superman, is he?
No.
But yeah,
he's had a really good career.
It was directed by Jay Blakeson, right?
Yeah.
Jay is his first name, just the letter J. No idea what his name actually is.
Right.
His name's just Jay.
So it's not just some name like a stage
Johannes.
Like J.J. Abrams.
Well, who knows? But I think he directed The Descent 2.
Okay.
You've heard of that?
No, I haven't heard The Descent 1.
An old horror film.
Oh yeah.
The Descent is a horror film. It's pretty good actually. About the they go these cave climbers go down into the caves.
Oh yeah.
And there's all monsters down there. I don't know if I think I might have seen The Descent too, but he directed that. But that's pretty much all that he's done.
Oh.
But this film has quite a really Gone Girl feel to it. Obviously not just from Rosamund Pike, but I'm not sure whether there is ties there. Yeah, very much has that same feel and aesthetic to it. But great acting in it and great scenes, you know. And it reminded me a little bit of No Country for Old Men.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that sort of, you know, lots of talking and dialogue. But yeah, people should definitely check it out.
What is it on Netflix?
It's really cool.
Is it a Netflix show?
It was, no, it's on Amazon, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it? Did it come out this year? Is it a new film?
It's just come out.
You only watch new films.
If it's out, I'm watching it. Got to be absorbing that content all the time.
Yeah.
But no, I'd definitely give
current.
it like a 7, maybe a 7.5 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah. You know.
So that's like a 5 for anyone listening, because Louis always bumps things up. He loves the effort put in.
Yeah.
And he gets annoyed when people give things bad.
That is true.
Louis sees all the work goes involved.
Well, I'll tell you what,
giving it the old try.
Go and watch it. Go and watch it, Max, and we'll, you know, then we can review it properly next week.
Yeah, cool. Okay. We've got a whole week of nothing, so.
Yeah, so not sure. I'm, you know, been watching anything else really. I've been watching a bit of Schitt's Creek on Netflix.
Oh yeah, you told me about that
Watched
show.
the first season of that. Pretty good, pretty funny, very witty and like fast dialogue comedy.
Yeah.
You know.
The plot you told me, the thing you told me about the plot, it just sounds a lot like Arrested Development.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it might be made by the same people.
But it just sounds like the same plot though. Like
Well,
a rich family go broke.
Yeah, basically.
So
But it's different characters, you know. They're different characters.
Is it like mockumentary style?
No.
So it's like classic sitcom.
Yeah, and it's in Arrested Development they just go and live in a house, don't they?
Yeah.
But in this they go. He owns the whole town.
Oh, okay.
He owns some old hillbilly town. And it's hilarious because
what's the town
the
called?
town's fucking shit.
What's the town called?
I can't remember.
Oh.
Yeah, you should check out Schitt's Creek though. You understand the reference, Schitt's Creek?
No.
When people say you're up shit creek.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I didn't know if that was a reference.
Oh, okay. Well, their surname is Shit,
Oh, okay.
spelled SCH.
How do they get away with that?
TS.
That's really.
Because it's not spelled like shit.
It's like Meet the Fockers.
Or Inglourious Bastards.
True.
Yeah. All right. Well, on to the next one.
Yeah, play us in, Louis.
How lovely.
That was nice. What have you got for us then?
Well, boy, did we watch the new game releases?
Oh, we did. Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, we did. We watched all the PS. Well, we can talk about Nintendo Direct and PS5 if you want.
We could talk about Nintendo Direct, mate.
Yeah, let's go then.
Nintendo Direct, what a disappointment. Not as much of a disappointment as PlayStation Direct, which was called State of Play something.
Right.
I think it wasn't actually called PlayStation Direct. But oh my god. I mean, Splatoon 3 was the big one for Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
Coming out in 2022.
Yeah.
Not even this year. We're 2 months into the year and you've already got to wait 10 months or more for this new amazing game that looks exactly the same as Splatoon 2.
Yeah, they're really putting all their eggs in the Splatoon basket. Over
I mean,
Nintendo.
come on.
There must be really big sellers though, Splatoon.
But they are. Kids play them.
Yeah.
They're like the Call of Duty for kids, you know?
Right.
Because you're shooting each other with paint.
Was this one like a Battle Royale type Fortnite type
game?
It
looks like squads of 4 dropping in onto a map. And the whole idea is to paint the map your color.
See, that just sounds.
That's the gimmick.
That does sound really fun though. To be honest, it probably would be really fun.
I guess, but I don't want Splatoon 3, Max. I want Breath of the Wild 2 or a new fucking Mario. You know.
The funniest thing about
a new Mario Odyssey.
The funniest thing about the Nintendo thing was when the lead developer of Zelda came out. And he just said, "Yeah, we've got no updates." So, like he actually said, "We've got no updates."
So he comes out. Sorry, guys, nothing on Breath of the Wild 2, although we are making it,
Yeah.
but I have nothing to show you.
They must have something to show.
And not for a few months.
Yeah.
So then they go, oh, but we have got Skyward Sword remake.
And everyone goes, oh.
Everyone goes, yeah, Skyward Sword.
That's not what the people wanted, though. They wanted. Have they already done Ocarina of Time?
Oh, that is not what the people wanted.
They
No Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask or anything. Are not
Twilight
even,
Princess?
They're not even on Switch. So along with Skyward Sword remake, which no one cares about, it's just a remaster.
Yeah.
Why not use your team of Skyward Sword people on Breath of the Wild 2? Then you could have shown us a trailer for Breath of the Wild 2, right?
Or at least like maybe concept art or something. They've got to have. They can't just have nothing.
Oh no, they've got stuff. But
yeah, but it's just like just show like a fucking slideshow of concept art.
They're holding it back. So Skyward Sword. Then they're like, oh, also here's some new Nintendo Switch Zelda Skyward Sword themed Joy-Cons you can buy for like £100
Right.
on pre-order.
Yeah.
They're not even out yet. Who wants that? Who's going, oh, mum?
Were they the blue thing?
Even kids. Yeah, the blue ones.
Oh my god.
What kids are going, mum?
Yeah.
Can I get these
Do they do that every time?
Skyward Sword
Do they usually show like a product?
Oh, there's always a thing with Nintendo, isn't
right.
there?
They don't just show games. That's
if
what
it's
people want to see.
Pokemon, then it's the whole Pokeball thing, isn't it?
Yeah, whatever gimmick they're slinging this time.
You know. So just awful, really. They're literally the only things I can pull from Nintendo Direct because all the other games are shit.
Well, the only one that actually made me go, that looks fun, was the Mario Golf.
Oh yeah,
Mario Golf.
Forgot
looked
about
kind of
that
fun.
one.
And the only thing that made me go, that looks cute, was the Animal Crossing fucking
right. Yeah,
it was like Mario
DLC
theme. But also, it's just that's not creative. That's not creative though.
Yeah,
you know
that is lazy because you could have just put that in when the game came out.
Yeah,
you know. But yeah, you are right.
You have to pay for that as well.
No, I don't think you do.
Okay.
But
also, I'm never
Mario
get
Golf.
That. I'm never gonna get it.
You are right. Mario Golf does look pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Obviously the gimmick for that one is now that it's online.
Yeah.
And they do this thing called fast play or fast golf. We have 4 people that can all run about the golf course simultaneously, and it's the first person to get their ball in the hole.
Oh, okay.
You know, so it's pretty fun, I guess, like a Mario Party-esque themed thing.
So that's the sort of thing we could get, and if we had a couple of boys over, because we got two Switches, we could play that.
Bust out some beers and some Mario Golf.
Yeah, I hope it's not like really easy to like just be lazy like it was with the Wii Sports, where you could just, if you're bowling, you could just like tweak your wrist slightly and get a strike.
Yeah, that is true. Although the Nintendo Switch controllers are much sort of easier, you know.
Yeah,
but
that is true.
Then we had PlayStation Direct.
Yeah.
Or State of Play. Watched that last night, I think.
It was only like fucking 12 minutes long, wasn't it?
Oh my god.
We missed most of it because of Twitch ads.
I'll tell you, there's literally 2 things that came of it.
Yeah.
Not even any new amazing games. Everyone was expecting God of War 2.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be called God of War 2. It'd be God of War 2 for PS5.
Yeah.
Because there is already a God of War 2. But the sequel to the amazing one that came out on PS4.
That's the one with the little kid, right?
Yeah. Son.
Yeah. Kratos' son.
Boy.
Yeah.
So, everyone was expecting the God of War remake or just anything else PlayStation-esque, a new amazing Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
Or we could have got a new Jack and Dexter.
Yeah.
Hasn't been one of them for years. That'd have been awesome.
You see, the thing is with PlayStation is they seem to be fucking sitting on their franchises, the exact opposite of what Nintendo are doing. Nintendo bust out a new Mario like every other year, and it's like great, but it's kind of the same, you know.
Yeah.
But Nintendo, they've got their properties, and they're just sort of keeping them in the back, you know.
But then you
can't complain about that either because they are just they're all constantly making original stuff.
Yeah.
But it's sort of they throw shit. They like to throw shit against the wall.
That's what you'd think, because all we could take from the new PlayStation Direct was a PS5 Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
So Crash Bandicoot, About Time, I think it's called, which came out on the PS4 last year.
Yeah.
A new Crash Bandicoot. Awesome. I loved Crash Bandicoot as a kid. Haven't played this PS4 one, right?
Yeah.
Now it's on PS5. Yeah. Now it's on PS5, Max.
Yeah.
And Final Fantasy VII PS4 remake, which from the fucking early 2000s, 90s game for PS1, came out on PS4, the remake last year. And now, Max, it's on PS5. Yeah.
This is always the case, though. When they just fill up these... That's why they do those, is so they can fill up the announcements with stuff like that.
Why not?
I thought only weirdos played Final Fantasy.
Yeah, that is true.
To be honest.
Before the ages of PC World of Warcraft, that's what they played.
Well, I just remember
that's what that breed of human played.
Well, I used to read like magazines when I was a little kid, like little kid game magazines or film magazines. I always see Final Fantasy. There was like kind of like porn.
Although
the
Final
girls
Fantasy
with like the giant tits,
right? Yeah,
right.
Yeah, but with that, Final Fantasy is massive in Asia. You know.
Oh, was that the trailer with the really bad voice acting?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Because they overdub it, don't they?
Yeah.
And they just pull off.
But
some
Final Fantasy is one of those
to...
games where it's massive in Japan and stuff. And like I said to you the other day, didn't I? You know, in Japan, they just have games consoles and games that you'd never even imagine or have heard of. You know, they're
never conceived of that.
They're way ahead of us. And Final Fantasy is just one of those franchises that's leaked out. You know,
why don't they just fucking market some of those crazy shit?
Because we don't deserve it. That's why.
So if you went over to Japan,
because people are over here wanting Skyward Sword remakes. That's why.
So if you went over to Japan, you bought yourself like a J Sphere or whatever they're called, and you brought it back over here, you could just play it over here.
I guess so. Yeah.
Right. Well, how are they not?
Well, I'm not saying they have like major mega consoles over there. You know, not massive companies like Sony and Nintendo. But
yeah, of course.
But they have.
It's more games though, isn't it? More like they've got the games that we haven't got, like that, like Earthbound. You can't get that over here on the Nintendo.
All right, yeah.
With NES and.
But a lot of games like Persona.
Lucas.
Heard of Persona?
No.
That's the sort of Japanese-esque.
Japanese.
Yeah, game. Yeah, that's one that's leaked through. That's quite popular over here.
Okay.
There's a few of them, obviously. But yeah, I mean, it's very disappointing there from the game developers. I think
there was a game I saw in the PlayStation thing that actually did make me go, that looks fun as well. Because that's what I look at. And I want to go, that looks fun. Is the fucking dodgeball game. That looked kind of fun.
What was it called?
Can't remember.
Dodge City.
Yeah, maybe.
Or something.
Yeah. That looked fun.
That does look very interesting.
It's sort of like, I guess it was like Fortnite again, like a battle royale.
It's like it's essentially like a shooter, but with dodgeballs.
Yeah.
But there's awesome movement in it.
Yeah.
And awesome abilities and flips and shit.
There's that bit where that guy was like, and if you don't have a ball, you can become the ball.
You become the ball for your teammate. You just cut up a little ball.
Yeah. Yeah, that looked kind of fun, I guess.
Yeah. So, but I mean, this obviously due to COVID-19, haven't had.
We could watch the trailer for that game now.
We haven't had major.
I'll just get that ready.
Yeah, okay. We haven't had major game shows. What are they called? Like conventions and showcases.
Yeah.
We have E3, which is normally later on in the year. Maybe that will still go ahead. That's where they release all the games.
Sorry, we don't have to keep talking for a minute if you can't think of things to talk about. What was it called? What the fuck was it called?
There, Knockout City.
That one.
Yeah. How long's that?
That's 33. I just want to see the trailer.
Type in Knockout City trailer.
I'll just get it ready. Hang on. Do you not think they'll just like live stream these? Because they live stream Comic-Con and stuff.
Oh yeah, I know, yeah. But I don't know, everything's just a bit strange at the moment because of COVID. Lots of games pushed back. Lots of games that meant, you know.
So the Nintendo
developers
Direct
are struggling because they couldn't go work in the offices. They had to work from home and all that crap.
So Nintendo Direct and the other one, the PlayStation one, those are usually in like an arena with a bunch of people. And Keanu Reeves comes out.
Keanu Reeves, that was E3.
Oh, okay.
E3 is more of the big one where some developers will save their games for it, but E3 is...
What's PAX?
PAX is just a gaming convention.
Okay.
Xbox, though, Xbox are normally big at E3. That's where they'll release the Xbox stuff.
Yeah. Is this the thing?
Yes, ma'am. Let's take a look at this.
Knockout City. But did you just say exclusive to PS4?
Next, let's take a closer look at a
I
high
don't know.
impact
Because we know that's not the
PS4
case.
game called
Knockout City. I mean, it looks awesome.
It looks awesome now.
I'll play the shit out of this.
Fuck yeah.
Hi, I'm Josh from Bellin Studios. We're an indie developer based in upstate New York.
Dodgeball.
And we recently announced Knockout City, a team-based multiplayer action game for PS4 where rival crews settle their scores with epic dodgeball battles. Knockout City is easy to pick up and play, but there's a lot of depth here for those who've got the skills. In our 1v1 face-off mode, you'll go head-to-head in a constant...
Maybe I'm really interested in this game because I just love dodgeball in real life. It's the most fun you can have.
A well-timed catch powers up the ball, making it easier
I
to
mean,
land
fucking-
yeah, dodgeball is very fun.
I was fucking great at it as well.
Use trick shots
So
to lob a ball over
satisfying,
a ledge or hook it around a
What, when you
corner.
just slam a nerdy
Take a
kid
throw
in the
to mess
face
up
with...
your opponent's timing and knock
Yeah.
them out before they can recover. When you're in a tough spot
That was
with the ball
badass.
flying your
Look at
way,
that.
A last
That
second
was.
dodge is the difference
Just
between
as the
getting knocked out
circles
and
come
staying in the
crushing
fight.
in, made
Keep
his
your wits
last
about you
moment.
and outplay your opponent to bring home a
Can I
win.
just skip to
Oh,
the...
I just hope there's all different characters and customization, and every character has its own
Let's
abilities
jump
and
into
shit like
TKO,
that. That'd be
our
cool.
3v3
Is that what you want, though?
Yeah, because I don't want everyone to just be
Teamwork
the
makes the
same.
dream work in Knockout City.
What other abilities are
If
there?
your
Could
crew
there
is
be there?
outmatched, a welcome
What's
to
the-
your
Could be
team
like
can
a-
still dominate.
That guy can fly.
That guy can
We're
sprint
playing in
fast. That guy
Knockout
can
Brawl, a
got
new
more
map which
powerful
you'll find in our
throws.
upcoming crossplay beta. The
Different
special
power-ups.
feature of this map is the
Yeah.
sniper ball, which locks onto targets from far across the map.
Curveball.
Wham! You can take them out before they have a chance to react.
Fastball.
Beyond
Get
special
done.
balls, each map features a unique mechanic. In back alley brawl, you can jump into a tube and make a getaway or use them to sneak up on your opponent.
That was the best
Can
bit.
become the ball.
Become the ball.
Empty-handed, you can literally become the
Here we go.
ball, a
Here
new
we go.
weapon for your teammate.
Yes, boys.
Or risk it all. Charge up a teammate.
All right.
launch them high into the air with an
Yeah,
arrow
so
throw, and
we'll
land in
definitely
a
be
huge
checking that
instant
out.
KO
Yeah.
I can
explosion.
see us both set up with our PS4s back to back.
The team here at
Well,
Bellin has been
we'd have to set up like a mega desk situation for the PlayStations
Oh
as well.
no, another Mega Desk.
Yeah. Do you want to play us in for the mega desk segment?
Yeah.
Unless you got anything else to say about the video game news.
Well, video game news. Am I right? Video game channels.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah. You can plug that at the end. We can plug it now if you want. Plug it now.
We'll plug it now. Me and Max have been gaming on
Yeah.
over at Loser. Loser Games. That's not the name of the channel. The channel's just called Loser.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been playing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah. And it's going. We're getting a huge response, a bigger response than the podcast gets.
People are loving it. People are loving the comment section more than actually watching and appreciating the content, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, check that out.
Yeah, it's really
It's
fun to
popping
do.
off over
It's really
there.
fun to do because it's also super easy to do. I don't know why. I mean, I know. Obviously, I know that so many people do it.
You know, the
So
interesting
many.
thing is about it, Max doesn't game, and I game. So for Max to sit and watch a game, which is a Star Wars game,
Yeah,
we picked well. It's very interesting to watch Max's perspective on it.
yeah.
You know,
Because I just don't know anything about games. I don't know I know some of the tropes. I played Red Dead through, and that's the only thing I can really reference. I'm like, oh, this is like Red Dead, or this isn't like Red Dead.
yeah,
That's as far as my knowledge
Yeah.
of games go. So
yeah. So check it out, guys.
check it out. There'll be a link below. So as you can see from the icon on the video, or the graphic, as you could say, we've got ourselves a mega desk. What?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm going to take a picture of us seeing it.
Oh,
I was trying to make that seamless. I thought you'd accept that, but I guess.
what are you talking about?
So okay, there'll be a picture for the podcast,
Yeah.
like there always is, but it'll be of Megadesk this time. It'll be the first one with Megadesk in it.
Ah, okay.
So-
are you talking about the icon in that video?
No, in the video, in this video for this podcast.
Okay.
Because every time we take a new picture,
Yeah, okay.
this will be the first one. We haven't taken it yet. This will
No,
be the
yeah.
first one with Megadesk in it.
Okay.
So yeah, we decided to get to a big old desk.
We've got upgrades.
Yeah,
It's all become futuristic and awesome.
Yeah, how's your monitor and keyboard doing?
I'm over here with a new 24.5 inch,
Tell the cable story.
240 hertz monitor, and a new Logitech keyboard,
Yeah,
which lights up. That's the most important part.
yeah.
It lights up. Yeah, so we're running it off of my Lenovo Legion laptop. The monitor I bought is also Lenovo Legion.
Yeah.
Or Lenovo, sorry.
If you'd like to sponsor us, Lenovo, Louis has bought
I
many
just
of your
pronounced
products.
their name wrong. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're
Louis is
gonna-
a shill, but you pronounce the name wrong, but you are actually a shill for their products. You've got,
I am. I'm very happy with this Lenovo laptop that I bought.
but just tell the cable story quick.
The cable story is, which is unbelievable, although we have solved the problem now,
Yeah,
is the Lenovo Legion monitor I bought comes with, which I thought was some sort of special HDMI cable.
yeah,
It's not. Turns out it's just called a DisplayPort cable, right?
yeah.
Comes with fat ends, basically, and that there isn't a port in my Lenovo Legion laptop
It's so weird that that's the case.
to take that cable,
Yeah.
even though it just doesn't make any sense, does it? You think they'd have thought of that?
Why? Yeah. Well, did your laptop come out before the monitor came out or something? Like, why would that be a thing?
I have no idea.
Well, do they
I
just
mean-
not, do they just like we said they just don't expect people who have a laptop to get an external monitor? Well,
That
that
is
might
the
just
thing.
be that, but
That is
they
the
should
thing.
still just put it in just in case.
My laptop is luckily powerful enough to act as my PC, and therefore I don't have a PC. I just have a gaming laptop, which has a monitor coming out of it.
Yeah.
Which the problem was solved with. There's a DisplayPort slot, which was just a smaller bit
Yeah.
going into the larger bit. But it's just the whole situation of me having to buy a new cable just to have this fucking monitor going at 240 hertz.
Yeah.
White guy problems. But I don't want to be rocking
Oh,
60 hertz.
when that fucking thing came and you were like so excited, then you were like, wait a second, this is a different HDMI. And you were getting so pissed off about it. I was like, here we go.
Yeah.
Did you get it off Very as well? It was just by accident as well.
I did maybe purchase it by accident.
How does that work though? You just put it in your basket and it was just like, ooh, all right, and just send it to you. It came the next fucking day.
Well, you put it in the basket and then you press add to account. And I thought it would go into the account and then that would sort of go through the payment options
Yeah.
and stuff.
You thought you had at least one more step.
Exactly. And no.
It's so
Your order
dangerous.
has been placed. It's on the way.
They're fucking riding the dragon over at Very. Like, they must get so many people ring up like, hey, what the fuck?
Very are making a lot of money because I don't know any other company that's doing what they do.
Well,
with
I
the,
guess,
with
but
the credit check thing.
no one seems to be paying anything, so I'm not going to be making any money.
Yeah, but you got to pay. Everyone just pays.
Wait, how does it work though? Is it like Argos card? So you pay
how
like
it works is Very run a credit check on you,
right?
and then they determine how much of a limit they'd like to give you.
Okay,
So let's say they gave me a £500 limit,
yeah,
and then so you can purchase up to £500 worth of items on the credit limit. Choose if you want to pay for them in a 3 monthly payment thingy,
yeah,
or 6 monthly, 9 monthly, or 12 monthly, right? If you choose the 6, 9, or 12 months option, they charge you interest. If you choose the 3 month option, then you just pay it off in 3 months. That's how much it should be, right?
yeah.
No interest. The more things you buy, this sounds like an ad for Eric. The more things you buy and pay off,
Thank you to our
your
sponsor. at
credit limit goes up.
Very. Right.
People I know have got like £1,500, £2,000 credit limit, where they've bought enough things for it to go up.
Okay.
And then obviously, then you could make one nice big purchase.
It just sounds so risky though.
Well,
Don't
the
you
risk
think?
is, you don't pay them. But
Well, no,
that'd be
the risk
stupid,
is like
wouldn't it?
in between you deciding you're gonna get a fucking new monitor and keyboard or whatever, you lose your job, and then you're fucked. Like you just fucking.
Well, that's the risk for everything in life, though, isn't it? If I lost my job, then my whole life would just be ruined. No, I wouldn't have to worry about I wouldn't care about my monitor. Oh, I can't pay my monitor now. I haven't got a job. Oh, I also don't have a fucking house to stay in.
Look, I think this just circles back to what we were talking about at the beginning. I'm just so risk-free in my
You
life.
are,
I
yeah.
really try to not.
You got to
get
expand
involved
those
in
borders,
things.
Max.
Like, because you want me, and I do also want an external monitor, because my laptop is also power enough to run with an external monitor and keyboard.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to have to. It's just another thing, isn't it?
Well, you can just buy yours outright and you're done with that. You know,
True.
That's you. You've got that then. I'm happy to pay in 3 months.
I just can't have a big fucking gargoyle on my shoulder.
What?
I don't want a big gargoyle on my shoulder.
It's not a gargoyle. It's this. You pay a phone contract every month, don't you?
I know, it's a fucking nightmare every time.
You pay bills every month, and you pay this, and you pay that.
The bills are a nightmare as well.
Yes, but I know.
The rent is a nightmare.
Yeah, but you still pay them. It's still a thing you just deal with.
It's just wrong though every time. Somehow things are wrong all the time.
I told
The
you.
phone contract's always wrong, and the rent's always wrong.
What would you do without me?
I don't know, man.
I think you'd be.
Got to sort these problems out for me. I'm just like a baby. I can't do anything. I just smoke rollies, go to work, record.
You don't even do that.
Yeah, I don't even.
He just smokes rollies, eats pasta.
I thought you were going to say he just smokes rollies.
Yeah. He smokes rollies, eats pasta, watches Joe Rogan on YouTube, and fucking wanks himself to sleep.
And just waits. I would just wait for you to come home, and then I'm just
me to come
ready
home.
for hangs, and you're just not ready for hangs.
Yeah. Louis, there's a bill on the table. We've got to sort it out.
No, the council tax bill. It's been there for fucking months. It's been there for like 2 months. We had to pay
I know,
it.
you were desperate for me to open those British gas letters, though.
Was I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, maybe.
It turns out
there was 2 of them.
It turns out they were nothing.
Well, you just got to be careful with these things. Is it weird that since I've been on furlough, I'm just always at this house. So you've just never experienced a house,
No.
like, you've never been home alone here.
I've had a whole nice day to myself.
Yeah.
But soon, hopefully.
I'll go out. Soon I'll go back to work. And
I'll make sure I'm on opposite shifts to your work so I never see you.
That'd be so weird if it went to that. If it went to that extreme.
Yeah.
Are we wrapping up here? Have you got anything else to discuss?
We can wrap this up.
If you want to check out we did a time-lapse video for Megadesk. It's on our YouTube channel and it's on our Facebook page, so you can check it out there. Also, if you want to... If you want to reach the show... I'll cut that out. If you want to reach the show, it's dishboymax@gmail.com, and you can send us anything. A picture.
Send us things in our P.O. box.
Yeah. There's no P.O. box.
Nah, it would be interesting to get some questions to answer.
Yeah, what about advice?
Some sort of discussion going. Speak to us about games and films you've been watching.
Yeah.
Check out our gaming channel as well.
Yeah, that'll be in the description.
See what you think of that.
Yeah, anything. Like, if you just send us a question, it will definitely get read. If it's abuse, it will definitely get read.
If it's advice on how to pay bills, I'll make sure I answer that one.
Yeah, because you're the one that needs it.
Yeah. All right.
Play us out, Louis.
Until next time.
This is a thrill ride. Wrap it up.